Hi everyone, welcome back to the Cantor Coach. I'm Emily Huber, and this week we are going to talk about the aspects that make up a confident singer. So let's get started. The first thing that we need to think about when it comes to confidence is thinking about our posture. So our posture can say a lot about how we feel about ourselves, both in life but also with singing. So we want to make sure we have that nice tall posture. We're not slouched over like this, because when we slouch we can kind of look like we're maybe unsure of ourselves or not quite as confident as if we were to stand up or sit up straight. So make sure that our confidence is shown through our posture, that we're standing and sitting nice and tall when we are singing, and that will give off an air of confidence. The other thing when it comes to posture is making sure that we're not fidgeting. So we want to make sure that our hands aren't doing anything odd while we're singing. We also don't want to stick our hands in our pockets. It's really good to just have our hands either down to our side or in one place while we are singing. The best place is to have them loosely laying right by your side. So that's an option for you when it comes to posture, but all of these things give the air of confidence when we're singing. The second thing we want to think about when it comes to being confident singers is our facial expressions. I remember getting feedback one time from a coach telling me that my facial expressions looked kind of sad when I would sing. Not just on the sad songs, because it's good to have good emotional expression on those sad pieces, but it would be even on the happy pieces, or I would just be so concentrated that my face would look concerned, or it would look a little bit sad. And so I had to make an effort to know what my face looked like when I was singing so that I could look more cheerful or look more confident and give off that representation. So make sure that you know what your facial expression looks like when you're singing, and you can do this by either taking a video of yourself or asking for someone's feedback as well, because that will in turn give you an air of confidence when you are singing in the future. The third thing that we need to think about when we're aiming to be confident singers is our attitude. Now, this is our attitude when we go up to sing and to perform, but it's also our attitude how we interact with other musicians whenever we get up to work with them. So when we think about our attitude, we want to have a growth mindset. Our performances are never going to be perfect, and so we can't have a fixed mindset where we dwell on our mistakes and we beat ourselves up. I am absolutely guilty of doing this when we mess up, kind of having that negative attitude towards myself and the piece that I'm singing, but that doesn't really do us much good. We want to make sure that we are positive and we have a growth mindset so that when we do mess up, because we will mess up at one point or another, that we take it with a grain of salt, take that as a learning experience, and grow from that in the future. So it's always good to have a positive attitude and have this growth mindset, and that will help you to be a confident singer. The fourth tip to being your most confident self when you are singing is to practice. You know how many times I say this, but it is so true. Every time that I have been the least confident in a performance, it has been when I haven't practiced enough or when I don't know the song as well as I should. And so my best advice that I can give you here is know your piece inside and out, be able to sing it over and over and over again to where you could step up and sing it confidently no matter what. And the final tip for today to being the most confident singer that you can be is to be intentional. Be intentional about each of the things that we've discussed today. So be intentional about your posture. Be intentional about your facial expressions. Be intentional about your attitude, and be intentional about your practicing. Be intentional about writing in those breaths, writing in your dynamics, and putting those into practice so that when you get up to perform, people notice those details. They notice that you have this air of confidence about you because you put all the work in. Being intentional with everything that we do with music really shows on the outside, and it can make you your most confident self. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave me a comment down below, and I will look forward to seeing y'all next week. God bless you.